What is going on, guys? My name is Joaquin Corrales. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're going to talk about what I would do if I was to start my first business again. If I had no skills whatsoever and I started from scratch and I had to figure out a way to make money and go out there and make a living for myself, right? Make a name for myself. What would I do if that were to happen? So I think that the first thing that comes to your mind probably when you think of this is, maybe I'll go out there and I'll start a Shopify store. Maybe I'll start doing Amazon FBA or doing something like that. And although those are really good ideas, where I would focus if I had to start from absolute zero is in acquiring some sort of skills that would make me very valuable in the eyes of other people. So for example, some of those skills would be programming. Some of those skills would be being able to do digital advertising. Some of those skills would be being able to do email consulting, right? And things like that. And the reason why I would start a service-based business first, obviously by focusing on myself and building those skills initially, is because it's one of the fastest ways for you to make some money fast and to have some sort of recurring income that is safe, right? This is safe money. So that then you could go out there and start your Shopify store, start your Amazon FBA, create your own softwares, right? Like for example, what I did was that when I graduated high school, I started learning how to program. And that was extremely helpful because I could work a 9-to-5 job that paid very, very well. I got up to as far as $80,000 a year before I left. And I was working that 9-to-5 job while creating my own businesses after hours, right? After the job and things like that. But I'm not sure if I was to start over from scratch, whether I would do programming again. Hopefully I would, right? Because the reason why I think it's such an important skill that someone can have, not that everyone should have. I don't think everyone could be a programmer, but it's because when you think about software, it's one of the best business models out there, right? Especially when you think about software as a service, where you have these companies with a recurring model. And at the end of the day, I'm in a position right now where I'm able to create whatever it is that I want to create. Like if I have any idea for any software, any mobile app, anything at all, I'm able to create it. So I don't regret having done that. So hopefully I would go down the software route again. But maybe you're watching this and you're like, Joaquin, that's a pretty good idea, software, but I'm not sure if I can make that time investment to learn this super hard skill or whatever. And first of all, it's not as hard as you probably think if you put your mind to it and you put some time behind it. And two, that's okay. You don't have to do that. A lot of people, where the 99% of people are not going to do that. But what I would do if it was not software development is I would learn digital advertising. I would learn email marketing consulting, right? I would learn how to set up Shopify stores so that I could provide that service for other people to have a nice income coming in that is for sure. Like people are always going to need email consulting. People are always going to need Shopify stores created. People are always going to need digital advertising, right? So these are skills that when you build them, right, by watching some of the other videos on this channel or by going out there and actually trying them yourself, then now you have something that you could offer someone else, right? Like I think that I get a whole bunch of DMs every single day, and it's funny because it's like people are giving me permission to mentor them. Isn't that funny? Like people are like, hey, I think that you're an ambitious, I got this message the other day that was like, hey, you look ambitious enough to mentor me. Do you mind whatever? Like he gave me permission to mentor him, right? I thought that was funny. But imagine if you had built some sort of skills, right? Like digital advertising, email consulting, something like that. And then instead of coming up to someone and just making them and making it look like you're so special and they have to mentor you, or asking to mentor them without giving them anything in return, what if now you went up to someone, right, who was a couple of levels over you and you were like, hey, I've been doing this digital advertising thing. I think it could be awesome. Can I do it for you for free, right? And that's what I started doing. And that is literally the key if you're starting from scratch and you don't know what you're doing. If you're starting from scratch and you do not know what you're doing, you go and you build some skills and then you offer those skills to someone for free, okay, for zero money. And what you're gonna do is that you're gonna go all in on that. You're gonna show them that you know what you're doing, or that at least you're willing to figure it out quick, that you're not gonna stay stuck on things for too long, that you're going to make progress, and you deliver some incredible results to that one person. And what you do after that is that everyone else that you go to, you start building on that success, right? That's a lot of the things that I even do today. Nowadays, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. That I do like today. Like for example, we're building a mobile app right now for a customer, And we're not charging them what a mobile app costs simply due to the fact that having that relationship on hold, having that relationship at the highest level possible is gonna bring millions of dollars down the line. So if you guys are able to do that, and like, for example, I know that there's a lot of people out there as well that are like, nah, but I can't work for free. Like, what? You're not working for free. Think about it. You might be working for free at that point in time, but that job, that free job is gonna bring you so much money over the long term. So you have to think long term and not just think, oh, this job, I'm doing this work for free, so I'm not getting paid. You are getting paid. Just wait a couple months or wait a couple years. That's gonna come back around in one way or the other, and 10x whatever you did for that person. So if I was to start from zero with no skills at all, I would probably learn programming again, because I think it's an incredible skill to have, and I love doing it. But otherwise, I would learn Facebook advertising. I would learn how to do email marketing for other people. There are so many people out there who don't know anything about email marketing. They don't do it, and you could make them so much more money that imagine you went up to someone with a Shopify store and you were like, dude, you're not doing any email marketing at all. Let me do it for you and just give me 20% of all the money that comes in. Why wouldn't they say no? You're gonna bring them 80% of revenue. You're gonna bring them 80% of profits in something that they weren't even getting before. Like, there was no money coming in there before. Why wouldn't they say yes to you taking 20%? Of course they would, right? So I think that focusing on building yourself first, building some sort of skill that you're able to offer people, is the first stage. After that, what you do is that you start offering this to more people, and then once you have some money and you think that you could go out there and start your business and start your Shopify store and buy that course to take you to the next level, as far as setting up your stores, as far as picking the products, as far as running the advertising, then you go ahead and you do that. But definitely, I would 100% again focus on building the skills. There are too many people out there with no skills at all that are waiting for that magic thing to happen. And it doesn't come. You need to build yourself. You just need to take action, right? And what I would take action in is building some sort of skill in myself so that I'm a valuable human being. Someone is looking for that skill that I have, and I'm able to provide it to them, and potentially later even build a company out of it, right? And that's what I did. Like, for example, I learned programming, and then I focused on a part of the program, like what I would do at night, literally, like I would work from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I would get home like at 6 or 7 because the drive was terrible. And I would literally sit in front of a computer until 1 a.m. nonstop programming mobile. Like, I wanted to be at work, I would program desktop applications. And when I got home, I would program mobile literally the entire night. So I was getting good at both at the same time. But I got so good at mobile that then I was able to start a mobile development company. So then I started developing mobile apps for other people. So everything just builds on itself. Just focus on yourself, pick a skill, master it, and then offer it to someone for free, and you're gonna do well. This is a 180-day challenge, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video.